Thokozani, boGogo noMkhulu. Ethemba kuhle kumhlophe. Ngithi nje mangivusele kunina nonke madlozi mathonga amahle. Kunina abazalwane namakholwa, nina zithunywa, nina manono. Ngithi nje ngiyavusela ngogajeni, ngithi ngiyaphaphatha. Kusuku lezithunywa ke la ekhaya kogajeni. I've never done this and I thought it's okay. I think it's time, you know. Ngikhona nje ukuthi ngidlulise umyalezo omncane that comes from ingelosi yami. You know, I had a verse ebengiyiprepared for thina esigodlweni esithi kufanele sidikide sikhulume ngalo, sil-understand, sijule kulona. But isimo sami sengelosi savela sathi no, akuba khona umyalezo engudlulisa phambili kwabantu abangilalelayo that look up to me and appreciate what I do and inkulumo engiba nazo. So ngithi no, angidlulisa leli vesi ngikhulume ngalolu daba and then ngikhona ukuthi ke mhlambe isikhathi masisakhona ngivule ngaleli vesi leli that speaks to what we're going to speak to esigodlweni. Entweni eziningi, you know, with the messages I have received, there's one common factor. Even mengilapha, there's one common factor engiyithole kwabantu bonke. Abantu don't want ukuthi baphumele obala. You know, people don't want to be open. And when I say that, I mean that they don't want to be naked in their truth. Abafuni kuba nqunu esimeni sabo sezimo esebedlule kuzona nezimo nama decisions, yabo, iy'nqumo sebeyithathile. Abaphumela obala, and I think it's because siphila kwi-society where siyabehlulela abantu, in the sense ukuthi ngisho umuntu esethi sengifuna ukushintsha, sengifuna ukujika, we are unaccepting of that. Sifuna ukuhlezi sihambe simbuyisele emuva, simbeke la wayekhona before, instead of understanding who they are now and how do they move now and what decisions iziphi inqumo abayithathayo manje, you know, because at the end of the day ngisho ukuthi the reason why as well ukungcola okuningi sabantu bomoya sinakho okufanele ukuthi makhambe ngilokhu ikuhlambulula, it's because sesiphilile emhlabeni, siphami sikhwama zethu silapha, siphami sizimo zethu zamadlozi amathongo, ingelosi sithi siyavuma ubizo, sithi siyalivuma lolu hambo. Kusukeni kunezinto esesidlule kuzona ezinzima esezikhombisa ukuthi no, in all that I've decided, uNkulunkulu ungiholile, umhlengi wami ube nami, wama nami, ngisho abantu sebengishiyile. Idlozi lakithi alingilahlanga, lathatha langibeka lathi no, ngizoma nawe, ngisho abantu sebekulahla kodwa mina ngikhona, you know. And kube nesimo sokubambisana, ukubona ingelosi iqaqeka ngala ingakujudge, ingakwehluleli, you know, ingakulahli, ubona ezinye izinto zivuleleka zenzeka. Ngisho abantu belokhe bethi hayi ngekulungela utho. Idlozi ulibona livula umsamo esimeni sakho sempilo, siqaqa la kubopheke khona ngenxa lokuthi you belong to them, you belong to these people. So in all that you have done, basama, that's why ukubona abantu uthola ukuthi they've done izinto esisaba ngisho nokuxoxa ngazo, but ubone izinto zabo zivuleleke zibusiseka because of the fact ukuthi sebeguqukile, sebeshintsha indlela ababenyathela ngayo, ngoba bahamba babona ukuthi ukuphelela izinto zomhlaba, ukuphelela izinto nabantu akubuyiseli, you know. So kuhamba kuvela ukuthi lento yethu yongafuni ukuthi siphumela obala ngobunqunu bethu into endala eqhamuka esimeni seBhayibheli, even uqobo elivela ukuthi no, ngisho kwasekuqaleni uAdam noEva babe nenkinga ukuthi babona ubunqunu babo, but decide ukuthi no, asikwazi ukuthi siyombingelela uNkulunkulu, asikwazi ukuthi siyoyindlala phambi koNkulunkulu ngoba uzosibona ukuthi sinqunu. kukhona la ukuthi ngoba vele kukhona iBhayibheli asasengivula khona kuGenesis ne kukhona ivesi la kuGenesis ngizo Genesis 2 verse 8 mekuthi angiphusisi qala verse 7 ithi as soon as they had eaten they were given understanding and realized that they were naked, so they sewed fig leaves together and covered themselves. That evening they heard the Lord God walking into the garden, and they hid from him among the trees. But the Lord God called out to the man, "Where are you?" He answered, "I heard you in the garden. I was afraid and hid from you because I was naked." "Who told you that you were naked?" Kukhuluma uNkulunkulu. "Did you eat the fruit that I told you not to eat?" And the man answered, "The woman you put here with me gave me the fruit and I ate it." The Lord God asked the woman, "Why did you do this?" And she replied, "The snake tricked me into eating it." So mesima lapho sithi sayidikida le ndaba. The minute uAdam na Eva babona ukuthi kunosimo sokuba nqunu esiyikono okuyisono, yabo, kunesimo sokuba yihlazo, asikwazi ukuthi siyoyindlala phambi kwaNkulunkulu senqunu. Kodwa ngathi besamsula benganazo izinto ezirongo or ezamacalozo eziyisona abazenzile ababekwazi ukuthi bayindlala phambi kwaNkulunkulu ngoba bayazi ukuthi ngimsulwa akukho la esengihamba ngaphambuka khona. There's no way where I stepped and my innocence was gone. But I think that moment where you realize that your innocence is no longer there, that your innocence is gone, and you realize your nakedness, you don't want to be honest with yourself. And when you can't be honest with yourself and deal with yourself, you start to think, why would somebody else deal with you and accept you as you are? So then you start to hide from who you are. These are things that limit as a person, your moya. You know, you see me going on this platform, ngikhuluma kunina ngizindlala ubunqunu bami, ngiyintshela amahlazo ami, ngikhuluma izinto ezinokuba embarrassing, ngikhuluma izinto kahle kahle omunye umuntu ozothi asikhuluma. You know, asikhulunywa akufanele siyindlale. We shouldn't be showing these elements of ourselves, but we do it and I do it. You know, there are moments where Ushabalala is embarrassed, but I do it because I feel like, how can I help you understand that noma kuthiwa khona osukwenzile okwamanyala, noma khona osukwenzile okuyisono, noma khona osukwenzile okuyicala, but mesingaphansi kwesimo sedlozi nangaphansi kwesimo saNkulunkulu, I have no place to judge you. And because I have no place to judge you, I need to heal what is broken inside of you so that uzokwazi ukuthi uphinde uyirebuild le relationship yakho noNkulunkulu, le relationship yakho nedlozi. Mesilana ngihlala nabantu mina ngixoxa nabo, ngizama ukuthi ngifind out ukujula kwabe esimeni sezinto ezibahlukumezayo emoyeni. Ngifune wona lamahlazo lawo abangafuni ukuthi bawandlale phambi kwami. Abanye bayawaphika, you know. It's because ngifuna ukukhombisa ukuthi njoba ula usu understand ukuthi uzolashwa, uzolapha konke. And that means ukuthi rebuilding your relationship nedlozi lakini, rebuilding a relationship yakho noNkulunkulu. Leyo nto is a process. Mekuthi khona umuntu owonile esimeni se relationship, kwi responsibility yalo muntu owonile ukuthi aqale phansi ukuthi alungise. Methu uyalungisa, uyabona, kusho ekutheni ukuthi ifana akhulume konke asekwenzile, akukhuluma kubeke ngomlomo. That's why uthola ukuthi abanye abantu mebelashwa even edlozini kube namaphupho aveza ukuthi ifana kube nesimo senhlambuluko, because even within idlozi kune understanding ukuthi kuze siqale phansi sithi siyakha sa rebuilder, siyaxolelana, siyashweleza, you know, into yokuthi alukhulume la wone khona, la uphambuke khona, khona kuzolunga phambili. Akwazi ukuthi ufike uthi usho u1 no2 wena ofile ngathi hayi lokho akugona ihlazo kakhulu, ubunezinto ezihlala zikushaye ngaphakathi kwena ongasikhuluma eziyizono, and then ubone izinto zakho zingaqaqeki ngendlela ngoba khona la ubambelele khona. True freedom comes from actually being free of things that you have done in the past, being free of your past, being free of your mistakes. And the only way to do that is to own them. If ungayi-own lento yiyona, ungayi-own ukuthi ngabe umuntu owakwenza u-1 no-2 no-3, akukho ongakwenza ukuthi ukhulise omunye umuntu, akukho ongakwenza okuzodala ukuthi even idlozi lakini likubusise. Akukho ongakwenza ukuthi ezodala ukuthi ingelosi yakho iphakame ngendlela efanele ukuthi mayiphakame ngayo, ngoba umuntu osangcolile. Khona izinto bazalwane kufanele si-understand ukuthi zidlula ngisho isiwasho, zidlula ngisho umuthi. Zidinga wena uqobo ukuthi ugeze inhliziyo, ugeze umqondo wakho, ugeze umoya wakho esimeni sey'nkulumo onazo, esimeni sendlela ophila ngaso. There's a reason why mina mengithi ngiyawumela umthetho, ngiyalumela iqiniso. Uyabo? Because ngibonile ukuthi akukho ukuphila mekuthi ningungene ngamanga. Akukho ukuphila mekuthi inhliziyo zenu zisathakathana, anifunani, niyazi ukuthi khona la nibambelele khona ngokuthi ubani wakwenza ukuthi ubani wakwenza ukuthi. Nawo leyo nto ihamba ikushaya icindezele wena uqobo ongenzanga lutho, because inhliziyo yakho iyabopha. Ibusiso iqhamuka enhlizweni egezekile emsulwa. And the only way to do that is to own and understand your mistakes. And mothi uxolile ngumuntu uxole. Asisho ukuthi khohlwa phela ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi eBhayibhelini kubuye kusho ukuthi forgive and forget. But I don't necessarily think ukuthi mekuthiwa forgive and forget kuthiwa forgive and ibislima. Ithi khohlwa, mothi uxolile dlula ukhohlwe. But understand ukuthi umuntu mekuthi kwayena akakaguquki, then yes, behavior yakhe ngeke ishintshe. And I think we are so afraid of being alone and eating alone, and being by ourselves in solitude, that we sit with people that we're not really happy with. We sit with people because it benefits us. Yeah, but we sit with people and we sit with izinto ezihlukumezayo ngaphakathi because sithi sifuna ukufitha. Abantu bamoya are not meant to fit in. They're meant to stand out and baqhakaze, bakhanye njengenkanyezi, as they say. There's a song ethi uyinyangane langane nkwenkwezi uyingcwele simakade. Like, we say that he is all, you know. And if he is all and he created us, and uNkulunkulu created us in his image, that means we are meant to stand out and shine bright like the stars that we are. Without anything esibophile ethi no fanele ngifithe nalabantu ngoba if ngivela kakhulu ukuthi nginje, then bazongizonda, then abakuzonde. Because at the end of the day ngcono uzondelwe ukuthi umele iqiniso then ukuthandelwa ukuthi you're pretending to be something that you're not. When we need to undergo this journey, it means you undergo it in its fullest capacity and understanding that there are going to be moments where you are alone. There are going to be moments where fanele deal with yourself and kube wena ubhekana ngqo, wena noNkulunkulu wakho, wena nedlozi lakho. And mokubhekana ngqo nalabantu laba, mobhekana ngqo nabo, and you're able to deal with yourself, there is power in that. Abanye abantu izithunywa zaba iqhumi aziphakami asebenzi because bahleli nezinto eziyibopho phezukwempilo yabo, because inhliziyo yabo ayigezekile, ayimsulwa. Mekuthiwa uNkulunkulu wathumela indodana yakhe uJesu, Jehova, ukuthi azofela izono zethu, azozigeza lezi izono zethu, but we still carry them, then should he died for nothing? We need to be people that understand ukuthi it's okay to mess up. It's okay when you've messed up. And when you've messed up and ubuye uguqe uthi ngicela uxolo, and ushweleze nasedlozini uphaphathe uthi ngiyaxolisa, ngiyacela wedlozi kami, uphinde ungamkele, uyigeze inhliziyo yakho, ukhuluma konke wakwenza okuyisono, kunesibusiso kuleyo nto. Learn in its own iwumuthi, iyiswasho, iyakuhlambulula. But we are unable to understand that because sisafuna ukugodla, safuna ukufihla. Mina ngiyazazi ukuthi I'm not for everybody. I know that there are people mina abafika la ekhaya bahambe bangaphinde babuye, not because there's an issue with me. I've dealt with myself. I've been on my own. But igama lekuthi ngeke ngizincenga ubuso bakho. Ngeke ngifike ngincenge impilo, ngiphinde ngizoncenga ubuso bomuntu. Because at the end of the day, mhla ngifa, ngeke ngibhekane nalowo muntu. Ngiyobhekana noNkulunkulu nedlozi lakithi, ngicela idlozi lakithi ukuthi lingamkele. Ngicela uNkulunkulu ukuthi angikhanyisele angihlahlele indlela yami ukuthi abantu bakithi bavume ukuthi ngizohlala nabo. Ngizohlala nobani mina ngibe nami kunezinto engayishiya zingxova dem la emhlabeni. Angiliphila ngeqiniso ngibe ngibiziwe ukuthi fanele ngiqhubhe umsebenzi kaNkulunkulu, fanele ngiqhubhe umsebenzi wedlozi. That's why njalo mengithi you have two choices, either uphakela idlozi nengelosi yakho noma uphakela umhlaba. But at the end of the day, one of them is going to suffer. You can't be of both. Awukwazi ukuthi ube umuntu osemhlabeni uphinde ube umuntu kamoya. Fanele ukhethe okukodwa. And the one that you choose is the one ezobusa phezu kwempilo yakho. So fanele sifunde ukuthi mesofika kulesimo semoya sithi sivuma ubizo, sivuma uhambo, sivuma ukuba bathandaze, sivuma ukuba abaprofeti, sivuma ukuba izangoma, sivuma ukuba inyanga, then that means ukuthi sivuma umsebenzi wokukhanya ukuthi sizoba ibani ezinhle phezu kwempilo zabantu. And when you choose that, that means ukuthi shiya konke okwakungcola ngemumva, uqale phansi uhlambululeke, ugezeke, ugeze nalomuntu ohamba naye, nawe uzigeze uqobe inhliziyo yakho. Mina I pray every day. Noma ngengiguqa umsamo sometimes, ngikhuleke ngingedwa ngithi Nkosi, makuthi ungagcina lenhliziyo yami ile indlela eyiyona. Noma kuthiwa bayafika bayangixhaphaza la ekhaya, but uyigcine lenhliziyo yami ukuthi ibe yilento engidinga ukuthi ihlezi iyona. Then ngabe ngibusisile wangiqeda. Ngoba we find a lot of healers and a lot of abathandazi doing wrong things, not because beqala ukuthi benze lo msebenzi babehlosile ukuthi benze into ezirong ezicindeze phezu kwabanye abantu, but sifike sikhahlazeke and we don't try and pray to God ukuthi uNkulunkulu ngikubeka ukuthi njoba ungihambisa. So just to wrap up, engaze ngishawe memory futhi. If ungeke uzuye kumlaphi ongakwazi ukuzindlala kuyena, that person's not for you. If ungakwazi futhi ukuzindlala phambi komlaphi umuntu okulaphayo, then you should not be trying to go down this journey, because idinga ukuthi ube nqunu in all senses of the word. Idinga ukuthi ukwazi ukuzendlala and walk in your nakedness in terms of all that you have been through and all that you have done as a person. Ukwazi ukuthi kube nesimo senhlambuluko ngaphakathi kwena uqobo, because that in itself has power. That in itself iwumuthi, iwusuwasho, iyakuhlambulula. Kwazani ukuthi niye enkonzweni la enikwazi ukuthi to be yourself naturally, tukwazi ukuthi ube wena without fearing judgment and without fearing ukuthi ngeke uzukwamkelwe and you will not be accepted, then that church is not for you. Sengiye ngibona ukuthi mengiye ngikhulume uhayi ngakhonjisa ukuthi fanele ngisontisa abantu, because I think in the element and in all that I've been through and all that I've experienced, ngifika esimeni la ushiti izinto fanele ukuthi mawuzenze, izinto fanele ukuthi mawuzenze, uhambo fanele ukuthi mawuhambe fanele ulihambe. Sometimes you can do it with people, sometimes you have to do it alone, but know that there are people on the other side that are cheering you on and that are with you, and that is what the connection yomoya is. Mokuthi even mofike ebandleni uyayibona, to be in the midst of people esimeni sebandla is to be amongst people that are going through different things but are saying we are all coming together to be one. We are all coming together ukukhalisana, we are all coming together ukududuzana, we are all coming together to see each other through the issues that we are going through and the hardships that we are going through, and sizokhuthazana, sizolekelelana, sizokhulekelana, sizothandazelana. sizophakamisana. Ayikho incindezi ekufana ngabe uyayi-experience ngaphansi kwendlu yaNkulunkulu. Ayikho ukwehlulelana okufanele ngabe uyakuzwa noma uyakuthola ngaphansi kwendlu yaNkulunkulu, because at the end of the day ngisho izwi liyasho ukuthi ayikho intandane ngaphansi kwesandla saNkulunkulu. Ngoba mawufika enkonzweni ila ufika uthola udadewenu, ufika uthole umfowenu, ufika uthole ubaba wakho, ufika uthole uma wakho. Ayikho intandane ngaphansi kwesandla saNkulunkulu. There is no orphan under the home of Christ. There is no orphan under the house of God, because at the end of the day, even when you're without family, you will come in the house of God and umthole umndeni wakho. We are here to carry each other when other people don't want to see us carried, don't want to see us okay. Abahlezi befuna ukubona sikhala, abahlezi befuna ukubona sicindezelekile. We as abantu bomoya are unaccepted amongst people. In this day and age, sisahleli nama-debate ukuthi hayi idlozi demoni, hayi ukhulekela abantu, hayi wenza ukuthi, hayi nje indaba yokuthi ube nomsamo is nonsense. If we still as people are having those debates, then that means ukuthi asikaka progress esimeni sokuthi sibe naleyo level of understanding ukuthi kukhona indlela ezahlukene zokukhonza uNkulunkulu. And you have to accept mine as I accept yours under the house of God. Uyabo. There's ukhulu okudinga ukuthi fanele ukuthi masikwenze as people. And angisho ukuthi nami I'm 100%, but I'm one that has learned ukuthi each and every day we grow, and each and every day we're gonna make a mistake, but kusasa fanele sikwazi ukuthi siphinde samukele ukuthi ngonile izolo, ngikwazi ukuthi ngixolise, ngikwazi ukuthi ngidlule. Mina ngiyakwazi ukuthi ungidine namhlanje, kusasa ngisekho lapho. But I know that there are people abathi bamile ngaphansi kwegama laNkulunkulu, but abakwazi ukwenza lokho. Even amongst ourselves edlozini sinaleyo nkinga ukuthi ukuzonda umuntu adumphilisa izolo, adumlekelela izolo, adumkhanyisela izolo, akuzonde for no reason. Angakukhulumisi, angabi nawe, angakubheki nokuthi uyaphila noma ufile. But ngesimo sokuthi ubizelwe lento oyenzayo, ukwamukele lokhu, uhlafuniche, uthi inkosi wena waziyo. So these are things that I have learned and I have accepted. And even when it's hard, I mean, the other day, I was having a hard time, bengizwa nje ukuthi I was overwhelmed by emotions. But ngakwazi ukuthi okay, ngikhalile today, let's move on, asipushe, asikhule. That is life. That is what we are called to do. We are called to consistently grow as people. We are called ukuthi mesihola ibandla, sazi ukuthi what exactly does that mean? That means ukuthi njengami ngihola ibandla fanele ngibe umzali kulelo bandla, and that means ukuthi fanele ngizithande zonke ingane zami ezifike ezithi ziyagula la ekhaya, ezithi zifika ukuzokhulisa isimo sabo somoya, esokhulisa isimo sabo seithunywa. We can't be judging each other and thinking each person is better than the other. And we can't be in a state of not understanding ukuthi mesonile sazi ukuthi fanele siguqe sixolise. Sazi ukuthi fanele siyindlale, sazi ukuthi fanele sibe nqunu phambi kwabantu that we have trusted to hold our hand and take us through. Mesahluleka ukuba nqunu, there's asikho isidingo ukuthi uhambe uthi usayolashwa, asikho isidingo ukuthi uhambe uthi ngisayothola usizo. Fanele ube willing ukuthi ube esimeni sokuthi ngiready ukuthi ngibe nqunu. And there will be power in that. But the time ufika kumlaphi kunesimo already sesigezekile ngaphakathi kwena ngoba usayoyindlala and you are okay. You are okay ukuthi uyozindlala phambi komuntu noma kuthiwa uthini ucabangani usuyimisela ngokuthi ukwamukele konke okuzoqhamuka from that. So ngiyathemba ukuthi ngizwakele lapho, ngiyathemba ukuthi khona la ngiveke nganikhanyisela khona, ngiyathemba ukuthi kuzoba kuhle kube mhlophe. Ngiyaphaphatha kunina nje ngithi uNkulunkulu anibusise, ngithi idlozi imali ngikhanyisele indlela yeni ihlahleke. Ngiyazi ukuthi kunzima la idlozini, it's not for the faint hearted, but siyancinga every day. sincenga every day and siphakamisa izandla sithi Nkosi iba nathi ngisho kunzima. So ngijust nje ukushaya umkhuleko osheshayo ngingeke ngibambezele ngithi uNkulunkulu wethu Jesu Kristu thi wena moya ongcwele nomhlengi wethu ngicela ukuthi ube nathi ukhona ukuthi ubabusise abantu abayibukayo le video khona ukuthi ubakhanyisele la kumnyama khona ngisho umuntu okhona ozolala eza ukuthi ucindezelekile udinga usizo ukwazi ukuthi umphamise wena ngelo senhle ukwazi ukuthi ube nayo umqaqele la kubopheke khona ukwazi ukuthi umvulele la kumnyama khona ukwazi ukuthi ube isibane sihle phezulu kwempilo yakho ukuthi ngishebona ukuthi ngathi umuntu olahliwe kodwa wena uNkulunkulu wethu ukwazi ukusho ukuthi cha ngikhona ngisanawe ngisazoyihlahla lendlela ngikhanyisele ngisho usulahlwa abantu ngoba akekho umuntu olahlwayo ngaphansi kwesandla sakho moya ongcwele mezinikele kuwena uqaqa konke ngithi banayeke moya ongcwele ube nabo kababukeli abazobuka le video khona ukuthi ubabusele ubabusise ubaqaqele kukho konke ukhona ukuthi ubakhombise indlela zabo indlela efanele inyathekeleke ngayo ukhona ukuthi ubalekelele masebeze ukuthi bashawe uvalo moya ongcwele ukuthi bakwazi ukuthi basizakale ngithi ibona bo bonke ngithi siyalikhuleka namhlanje ngegama lakho moya ongcwele kuze kube phakade amen. Thokozani.